Hello and welcome again, people. Well, very interesting over the last couple of weeks. Dow's still treading slowly moving its way up a little bit, like I predicted about a week or so ago. The dollar has rallied quite considerably, and that's why you're seeing some of the heavy sell-off in gold, in silver, and some of the other places like that. The Dow's still sitting just under the 12,000 range at about 11,600 or so, and we're still in a bear market. I know a lot of the media and analysts are saying, and it's crazy, that the market has bottomed. Definitely not the case. The recession in America is still pretty bad, and it's probably going to get a lot worse. There was talks here on the weekend about Asia going into a bad recession, which looks highly likely now. So basically just moving the bar up one step at a time. And the US dollar, it was on the verge of coming down below the 70-cent region, but guess what? Obviously more manipulations. Huge, I mean, you're talking a huge rally that we haven't seen in the US dollar for a lot of the time. So it's not people just getting in with looking for a bargain based bottom price to get in at. It's a total manipulation of the price in general. And the US stocks are actually getting a huge big boost. Let's think back to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, both that announced multi-billion-dollar quarterly losses, and I'm talking like historical losses that have never happened in the history of the companies operating. And this, along with the record losses being reported by some of the big corporations together in different world events. The dollar was weakening. Foreclosure crisis is getting even worse. There's massive bailouts on every front. Have a look at the problem with unemployment at the moment. The stock market should be crashing, but inexplicably, suddenly the US stocks are soaring. Go figure. Manipulation, of course it is. And when something bad is now coming out, it's kind of the approach of the Feds coming in and the government saying, nothing happening here. Yes, okay, move right along, please. Thank you for coming. Yeah, right. Plenty is happening here. The house of cards is quite simply not strong enough to keep standing. Have a look at some of the prices in commodities, coming down very hard now, like I predicted back about the middle of this year. I mean, they've almost gone up vertically, and obviously after you see a price movement like that, there is going to be this heavy reaction in the opposite end. Like I said, just a week or two ago, the dollar was in danger of slipping beneath the 70-cent region. And obviously the dollar is being artificially manipulated by many of the traders and the government, largely at the expense of precious metals, some of the precious metal prices, which have been getting hammered down to record rates in the past few days. The dollar belies its inherent weakness. Again, this can no longer endure itself. And yes, we are on the tipping point, and I believe the catastrophic result, another depression. Stock market crash and depression, no doubt about it. There's nothing you can do, there's nothing the government can do. And when the market does crash, remember, traditionally war is used to distract a population saddened with economic catastrophe. So don't forget that. I have explained that in a few of my other little discussions that I have had, but it's quite interesting how it's all playing out. To be expected, but the hard times are still ahead and yet to come. Obviously, with some of the volume going through the US dollar at the moment, there's going to be a lot of people tricked back in, which is going to be catastrophic. Eventually, when things settle down a little bit, the dollar will continue to come down. And realistically, the Rothschilds of America want, obviously, America to be brought down to its knees. It's horrible, I know. Hopefully I'm wrong, but the Northern American Union could be a pre-step to world governments, which means there's a gateway for that to proceed, and anything that will contribute to the cause will be well welcomed. The Rothschilds want to rule the world through their multiple corporate giants, some of their companies, so they can own and manage the global economy, worldwide, period. Do you think they care about money when they own everything? Of course not. Money's money to them. It's the people who talk about money grabbing powers that don't really understand what's going on at the moment. It's a control situation. Power and control is the game. And just how they're trying to gain this power by means of America, to try and split it apart in every possible way through war. You're seeing that over in Russia at the moment, the economy, the stock markets, and it'll cause civil unrest. Unfortunately, that is the case. This whole thing about freedom, well, I think in the future it'll probably be more about a managed freedom, kind of like a hierarchical effect and a disguised socialism managed by dictatorial methods. A lot of people email me and ask, what's the timeline for this? I mean, I don't think I'm any guru. I'm just a normal guy trying to help out other regular people. But please understand that I don't really know the exact plans and timelines, but I would be thinking the next 90 days from here on in is going to be pretty major. I would be making preparations, as things will get steadily worse. You'll probably see, through, okay, let's say October, November, December are going to be a very bad time for the market. And eventually when the market does come tumbling down, there will be probably some smaller conflicts, some civil unrest, and when this time comes, gold and silver are going to be very important. But from here on in, we're halfway through August, into September, you'll probably see more propping up of the markets, but eventually, after October, it's probably going to be a little bit more chaotic. And for me personally, I think October and November are going to be some serious shock months. And it's going to have major worldwide ramifications. But at this stage, looks like we have to sit back and watch the economy slowly destabilize, and things will change. Things will change pretty drastically, I'm afraid to say, in the next couple of months. But we're about to see the ramifications of this credit crisis. Bad dealings and bad choices from some of the mortgage brokers, some of the big bankers on Wall Street as such, and we'll have to see how that develops through the next sort of 2 to 3, 4 months. Okay, thank you very much for watching, people. I enjoy your comments. You can email me at financial911@gmail.com for any questions. Thank you again for watching. Obviously I might have missed out on a few things. Please add your comments below, and remember to subscribe on the right hand side. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Look forward to listening to your comments. Enjoy your day, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye.